There we are, in the video. Hi guys, this is Tougher Plays. Oh. So all that descenders training is going to pay off, is it? Should we go and register them? Yeah. If we're all ready? Okay. See, like, I'm chill now, right? Yeah. When I watch this back, the audio will just be sick. Oh ho! Welcome to another Matt Goes Mountain Biking video. Bike Park Wales edition. This is my second trip ever to Bike Park Wales. And this is it. And this is the squad, by the way. Yeah, sure. So there's going to be like two versions of this video. There's going to be this one that you're watching now with me commentating, and then there's one with just no commentary whatsoever. And this is the first trail, Merthyr Welly. We just did this one. It's a nice easy blue. We did it to warm up. I'm not going to show duplicate trails, so I did this trail again later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show like cuts, like I'm just going to cut through it nice and quickly. Let's just do a cut right now. There we are. Wasn't that a great cut? Add a little subtitle there for people watching without the commentary version. But yeah, it's a very nice easy run. It's a bit more challenging than Kermit, which is the green run at Bike Park Wales. We did that last time we went. Wasn't that fun? So we did Merthyr Welly instead. Oh, I thought I was going to say something. Oh, good. There you go. It was good. Stay for a bit. It's quite nice, isn't it? Oh. Should I press on or? I'm going to explain why I said that in a second. Yeah. Okay, so it was very, very hot and sunny on this day. We went on this was the 13th of May, 2023. Scorching hot, beautiful blue skies. Couldn't have asked for better weather. It was very warm. So when we were in the trees, you could really feel the temperature drop, and it was really rather quite nice. That sentence definitely made sense, but that's the end of our first trail. Right, straight into Escort, yeah? Oh, mate, let's do roller disco. You gotta be fucking careful on this trail because it's really easy to nosedive. It's got some big, like, pump things. I'm gonna stiffen up my suspension actually. There we go. Yeah, so again, we did roller disco later on in the trip to Bike Park Wales, and considering this is only the second trail we did, a bit slow, so again I'm just going to cut through this, and when I do it the second time I'll show you the full run. So I'll show you a full run of every trail we did, but I'll just show you the fastest time we did it. Oh, look at that view! There we are. I can't spend too long looking at it because I'll end up in it, but... Hilarious. Don't know how much sense that makes. I was trying to talk between Matt on the GoPro talking, but yeah, I'm going to show a full version of every trail we did, but if I did the trail more than once I'm not going to show it in full twice, if that makes sense. That's why I'm cutting through this roller disco trail just here. But yeah, now we're coming to a great little spot on the trail. I don't know if it's got a name, but this little area after the tunnel where a few other different trails start, always a nice place to congregate. This is this spot here. Bushwhacker? Yeah. Is Tom with us? Oh yeah, cool. Yep. Sick. Yeah, so we wanted to start with blues just to get warmed up. So I think the first two uplifts we just did blues, and then we moved on to reds. But this is the final little trail down to the trail centre, like visitor centre, so we can fill up our water bottle and stuff. Bushwhacker. I don't really have much to say about this trail really. It is nice. I do like the little ASMR of the tyres on dirt. Slightly ruined by Darth Vader in the background there, breathing onto the camera. I swear I'm not actually that unfit. It just sounds like I'm really gasping for air because I'm wearing my GoPro on my chin, and so I'm basically breathing directly onto my GoPro's microphone. So that's why my breathing sort of dominates the sound of this video a little bit. Yeah, it's disappointing. I thought I was going really fast when I recorded this video, but then I watch back and think, oh, actually, it looks a bit slow, doesn't it? I mean, I guess you have to do this bit slowly because this is the end of Kermit. So we're now on a green trail, the green trail. The only green trail at Bike Park Wales. That's not true, actually. There's a rubbish one that goes around the car park, and I guess there's like a green trail that takes you from the visitor centre to the start of the uplift. But other than that, you know, I don't think those really count, to be honest, guys. This is kind of the main green run. And there we are, scrabbling through the gears to get a nice low gear to get out, and then there we are. First descent from the top of the mountain done. Oh, am I going to say anything? I'm basically just like sitting here recording, watching the edited video back, trying not to talk over myself. Just teleported there to the top of the mountain once again, and yeah. Oh my god, are you Tupper from Off the Hook? We were thinking of doing Sixtapod and Merthyr Rocks.
Merthyr Rocks, yeah.
Is locomotion on Sixtapod? I thought it was on
We need to be doing
Terry's belly.
We need to be doing reds. Come on. Locomotion.
Ah, Sixtapod. Probably my favourite trail at Bike Park Wales, to be honest. I like the blue trails. They're just not as stressful as the reds, you know, and check my pockets. Oh, yeah, make sure they're all zipped up so I don't lose my phone. They're just relaxing, not as stressful as some of the reds are. Again, this isn't the fastest Sixtapod run I did, so I'm not going to show this one in its entirety. I'll show it full later on. Alright. There was a stopped group that I thought was you guys. So I stopped and I was like, wait a second. So here we are. Three of us went on, did the red. Me and Tom went to carry on with the blue because there was a photographer on the blue, and I chose getting a photo over doing a more challenging trail. So there's the photographer. Try to get in the air for the photo. Or where's the photographer? I swear the photographer was right there. Maybe it's around the corner. Anyway, yeah, I tried to just sort of kick into the air. I feel like over the weekend I really managed to improve my skills. I don't have... So my local trails are not... Oh, there's the photographer. All the trails that are local to me are just techie and a bit sketchy. So I don't really have much practice at jumps and drops, really. Because the drops in my local trails, you're going at 1 mile an hour and they're terrifying and I don't really do them very often. Kind of the more classic mountain bike park drops where you get a bit of a run up. You know, I don't really have any practice at all. So over the course of the weekend I had to sort of learn how to do them. And I think you'll see in this video maybe that I do actually get better, I think. We got a photo.
That was sick. Those drops are epic. They were big drops. That was well good. How did you find them on me?
Ah, Merthyr Rocks. It's a techie blue. This is a blue-red. So the blue-reds are closer to blues than reds, should say actually. In Bike Park Wales, the trails are graded. Green's the easiest, then blue is intermediate, red is advanced, black is expert, and purple is pro. We don't do any black or purple in this video, just blues and reds. And this is meant to be like an intermediate. So when you're like starting to think about, oh, I'm kind of comfortable with blues, I want to try something a bit more challenging, this is the one to do. We did it because Tom was with us. He's never been to Bike Park Wales before. So we thought we'll try to build up to reds gradually. And also, I hate red. You know, I'm probably more nervous than one of the more nervous members of the group, to be honest. But yeah, it's a fun little trail, actually. It's definitely one of my favourite trails, Merthyr Rocks. It is quite painful on the arms, though. Again, I'm cutting through it because this is not the fastest run I did of Merthyr Rocks. But, you know, or Merthyr Rocks.
I definitely felt that in my arms.
There you go. I just clarify what I said on commentary. And then we're teleported back to the top of the uplift. Now we're doing our first red. So this has got a qualifier, which means that there's a mandatory drop at the beginning you have to do in order to kind of show that you can do the trail, stop people that can't do reds from doing it, basically, because you can't bypass that drop. And, yeah, this is called Vicious Valley. So it's a techie red. There aren't many flowy reds at Bike Park Wales, which is a shame because I like
the wrong gear.
Oh, I was in the wrong gear. There aren't really any flowy reds, which is a shame because I prefer flow to tech. But you know, what can you do, I suppose. This is called Vicious Valley. This is actually the first red trail I ever did at Bike Park Wales. We did it last year when we went. We made a bit of a mistake when we went the last time we went to Bike Park Wales. We said, let's just do blues on the first. We went for the weekend, right? So we were like, let's just do blues on Saturday and then do reds on Sunday. But we woke up on Sunday and we were just in agony, like arms and legs just aching for a full day of mountain biking. So we did a couple of reds. We were like, literally, this is too painful. So yeah, lesson learned this time.
Huh?
Not quite sure what happened there. I think Johnny may have... So Johnny's the one dressed as a highlighter pen in front of me. He's got an e-bike. So yeah, I'm just saying that's why he's faster than me, not because he's a better mountain biker than me, which is almost certainly the case. Little slip. Yeah, but he's got the e-bike, so I'm going to use that as my excuse for being slower. It's really depressing watching this video back because it did feel like I was going, you know, faster than this when I was doing this in real life. But again, I guess it's a techie trail, not a flowy trail. So there's no, like, you know, you don't have to go fast, right? The expectation is not that you're going to go flying down. And just to get that viewer attention up, guys, there is going to be a massive crash for me on a fast, flowy trail. A blue of all trails as well. Huge crash. I ended up in a tree. I had to get pulled out of a tree. And my bike was just like... Oh, little drop. Yeah, my bike was just not in a good way. The handlebars were completely pointing the wrong direction. They were pointing like 90 degrees to the tyre, so I had to do a trail side repair job, and then we had a little fix. The visitor centre, well, like just to check the derailleur and all that was still working, and luckily it was all fine. And I was wearing elbow pads and knee pads, and obviously a full face helmet, so I wasn't really injured. Got a bit of like, I guess, road rash on my chest. Did have chest armour, but it was all fine. Gosh, this trail is like longer than I remember it being. I think it's not that it's long, I think it's just because I'm slow. Although it is one of the longer. I mean, I don't know if it is. I'm going off like the map of Bike Park Wales, and Vicious Valley is definitely one of the longer trails on the map, just like visually looking at the course, but I don't know if the map is to scale or whatever. Here's a little road gap. I got a bit scared because I couldn't remember how big it was, so I went very slowly. I'd like, when I go back to Bike Park Wales again, I think I'm going to hit the reds a lot faster. This was like, I know I've done this trail before, but that was last year when I really was not as good as mountain biking as I am now. So now I'm a bit more confident, can do jumps and stuff. I can smash the reds a bit faster, but doing them for the first time, I'm still a little bit like, oh, I just want to take it steady. I don't know if it's going to be a drop or a roll. I just want to, see how things go. Yeah, I think we are coming to a break point where I start talking again in real life, not in, post-ride commentary. So I'll have to, if I abruptly stop talking, it's because I've seen on the Vegas Pro timeline that some dialogue is about to start up. Maybe now? No, I'm just breathing. There we go.
Almost lost it on a route, but yeah.
There's definitely some sniper routes on the way. I remember the last time I did that, it was not pretty at all, but that was like pretty.
Yeah. I like this bit. So if you're like at Bike Park Wales, and this is like a top tip that you should not follow in case you injure yourself, and I'll be then
that's
liable.
just taking a shortcut.
Oh. If you want to get used to a red, but don't think that the qualifier of Vicious Valley looks a bit scary. You can do Melted Welly and then start Vicious Valley here, like Melted Welly goes right past it. And this is like a much more forgiving segment of Vicious Valley, and I much prefer this. I don't, like I've said before, I don't like tech as much as flow. And this is obviously still the same trail, so it's still a techie trail, but this is a more flowy part. I don't think there's any mandatory drops. Like there are some drops, but you can totally just roll them. So if you want to feel for kind of the caliber of red, but a bit nervous about the qualifier of Vicious Valley, just do that. I feel like not many people, advice is not going to apply to many people, if any, but just in case, there's a Matt Lowne hot top tip for you. In fact, maybe when I go back next time, this will be how I warm up to reds. I'll just do Melted Welly, then go straight into Vicious Valley. See little jumps? Oh, I love the sound where like the tire like roar on the ground, just suddenly stops, nothing, then slams back down. Yeah, this was like the first proper mountain biking trip where I actually got into the air for real. So yeah, that was a good feeling. I am in love with being in the air now. Still very scared though. Now, big crash coming up, guys.
All right, Dom's doing half cut.
Oh, the big crash will come in a second. We decide to have a look at the qualifier for half cut, a black trail.
You don't fancy it, Johnny?
Oh my!
Come
on, mate, let's go.
Slowly, I wouldn't mind. Do you
I'd like go down this bit.
Just roll that. You have to pop that.
I reckon they put that log there because people are just going past the qualifier.
You're going too far. Yeah. Like if you've got any speed. Yeah, you don't want to.
I don't like drops, which is definitely holding me back. Although I went for those jumps just then. I did land with both tyres.
Nice.
So I think the memory is coming back. Do you think about it? Like, do you pull up on your bars?
I think the less you think about it, the better.
Oh! It's on camera, Tom, as well. It's on camera, Tom, as well. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it now.
Come up here and have a seat for a bit.
I'll get your bike. Don't need to get mine. Got it.
God damn, I'm shocked.
Do you want me to take it?
Yeah, cheers, mate. It looks like such a nasty landing.
Landing there being very loose. Oh mate, you've ripped your... it looked pretty rough, yeah. Oh mate, do you want some water on it? Yeah, if you got that. Yeah.
What happened? You just landed a bit awkwardly. Yeah, I stood on, I don't know.
There you go. I don't mind if you use it all. Guys, remember to like the video for Tom.
If you come off. Yeah.
Oh, mate, it was a proper good fall as well. That was a Josh Cooper fall where he like somersaulted off the bike at 1 mile an hour.
Did you bang your chin or was
No,
it?
no.
Oh, that's good.
Did
My
they-
hands and my elbows.
So your helmets might be alright then.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm wearing elbow pads now.
Yeah. I've never
worn them
I've
before.
not fallen off since having these on.
I'll go first because I don't like reds very much, so I'll be the pace car. I think I'm in the wrong gear because I was like accelerating that to suddenly brake. So Dom, do you like because I usually just like pop up, do you like really like try and go into a manual, like pull your whole body weight backwards?
Basically just do this.
Yeah, that's what I do, but I feel like that's wrong. But because you watch the videos, they're like, first things first, step one, you gotta shift your back. I was like, fuck,
I've realised that videos, I can't watch videos anymore. I'm just going to try different things and
Yeah,
see what works. And I basically do this and kind of let the bike fall forwards a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Try and
That's what I've been doing, so
and
okay,
stay
as long as
relaxed
that's...
in the air.
Mate, I'm really scared now.
Oh no!
Tom, fuck's sake!
How you scared to do it now?
Should we do curve it?
Let's just do Kermit. Rest of the weekend.
Yeah,
Mate, I got scared. It's fine. Ollie's phoning me. Yeah, Ollie just started phoning me when I got to the edge, but I couldn't stop. I'm just not going to answer. He'll figure it out.
Anyway, guys, this was a really fun trail. The problem was my GoPro's battery didn't have that much charge. I knew I had enough charge for like one final descent and I'd change it at the bottom, but I hadn't factored in all the amount of time we'd spend faffing around after Tom had his crash. So the camera actually ran out of battery during this trail, which is a real shame because it was legitimately my favourite trail. There were some good jumps, it was great. Oh, it was so annoying. There you go. That's when it ran out. What a disappointment. So I promise, guys, next time I go to Bike Park Wales, I will film the whole of Surfin Bird. So you could see what that looks like. Now we split the group up. So I think Tom didn't really want to do, wasn't in the mood for another red right at this moment. So I was like, look, I love doing blues.
Here we go then.
I was secretly a little bit relieved as well because I didn't really want to do a red either.
Whoa! Bigger.
My amazing commentary there, live.
And again.
So yeah, we decided to split. So Ollie, Todd,
We'll get in the air again.
Ollie, Dom and Johnny went off to do red, and I did a blue-red with Tom. Popty Ping, which is like a jump line, but they're quite big tabletop jumps, and I'm still a little bit scared about getting in the air. So I just use them like big pumps, basically. I really need to just practice on a pump track, don't I? Just getting in the air and stuff. I thought I was going to say something on the video for some reason there. But yeah, this is called Terry's Belly. Terry's Belly is a brutal trail. It's a blue, but it's like 5 kilometers. No, I think it's quite 5 kilometers, but it's very, very long. And you just descend it for ages. You just end up like, oh, I'm in so much pain. It does split and diverge into like a couple of reds and different blues, though.
Yeah, Popty Ping's like a blue-red. I don't know why. It's not a red. You ready? We're in Popty Ping, I thought. Well, no, this joins onto Terry's Belly. Once you get some sick jumps.
Yeah, again, it's like blue, red, grey, but they are close to blue, so they are red. I mean, the trail signs are in blue, but the map says that they're blue, red. take that for what you will. I think the blue reds just mean that if you crash, there is more to go wrong. But you can see I'm not really getting in the air with these. These are quite big jumps. They do get progressively bigger, ending with a big step-up jump. And I'm hoping next time, I feel like it'll only take a couple more trips to bike parks to kind of get more confidence. I'm definitely going. I mean, I didn't start mountain biking until if you go back and watch my first ever...
Oh, it's so scary.
If you go back and watch my first ever mountain biking on trails video on this channel, I'm terrible, and also I didn't have a very good GoPro mount. I just had it mounted to the strap of my rucksack, so it's very shaky, you can't see anything. I'm going very slowly. I don't think I even put the seat down. I didn't realise this is the big step up jump. Yeah, I didn't even know you were supposed to put your seat down. That's how much of a noob I was. I feel like I've progressed at a fairly good pace, like 2 years, but I'm like 28. I feel like if I was 13, I'd just have no fear. I'd just be smashing like blacks by 8.
Oh yeah, this way.
By 8 months, but now I'm like an adult, and I'm working in a hospital. I see consequences of people getting into accidents. I'm just a little bit more cautious, I guess, which is I don't know. Yeah, so we're back on Terry's Belly now, I believe. We're off Popty Ping. So this is just now Terry's Belly all the way down. Oh, there they are. So yeah, they did the red. We all joined up here at this little checkpoint.
Did you do Popty Ping?
Yeah. Yeah, I will keep looking at my shoulders. If you like want to stop, I'll notice. Ready? Sick.
Yeah, I put the little card there, but I'm pretty sure we were on Terry.
Into Terry.
We were on Terry's Belly a little bit before this point. Yeah, it's a fun trail. It's just not fun to do it like more than once because it is very, very long, and there is a bit of a climb. Like it starts below where the uplift is, so there's a bit of a climb back up to the level of the uplift. So yeah, but overall, fun little trail. Look at these nice little pumps through the woods. Sometimes I just like the zen sound of the tyres on the ground. It's like ASMR to me. Yeah, sorry, I'm just in a daze, just staring at the footage there. Oh, I think I am about to say something in the video now, so I'll be quiet.
So we're only had his crash.
So we're only had his crash, if you can read that out. Last year we came, he decided to try and do a manual there, even though he doesn't know how to manual.
Happy to keep going? Huh? Okay.
Quick breather stop.
Yeah. Ready for a shreddy.
Yeah, Sam Pilgrim I ain't. Some nice little sort of pings and popty pings, if you will, on Terry's Belly. Little jumping spots. You can't really get crazy here, but you can get both tyres off the ground, which is it's a big jump for me in this stage in my mountain bike career. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the day where I can do like maybe 1 or 2 blacks at Bike Park Wales, but not many people do blacks. I find that I don't see very many people doing black trails at Bike Park Wales because it's just like that next step up. So I don't know if I'll ever progress beyond doing reds, but maybe one day. I don't know. Who knows? There's a bike park near me called Gorton Gravity Hub, and that really only has blacks. It's got 2 red. It's got a red and it's got a double red diamond. Whatever that means. Just a more advanced red, I suppose. But they're fine. But then everything else is... oh my gosh, I just choked on nothing. Every other trail is just black, basically. Like massive jumps, ramps, gap jumps, drop-offs. One of the drop-offs is like literally like 3 meters in the air. It's terrifying. So yeah, it's like hard for me to practice. I can just do reds all day long, but then I need like an intermediate between doing reds and doing massive 3 meter drop-offs, coming up to a little nice part of Terry's Belly. Has anyone who watched my previous video at Bike Park Wales, you might recognise some landmarks maybe. Obviously I was with Tom at this point, and he didn't come with us last time because he'd done his shoulder in, so he had to drop out. He was like, I remember this part of the trail from your video. This is where Josh fell off. Josh was not with us this time. Not that he didn't want to come, he just had other plans, and he wasn't really that bothered about mountain biking. Because we took him on that trip and we were like, am I going to say something? No, apparently.
Fuck you.
Cheeky little overtake. Yeah, we took Josh mountain biking the first time ever. We took him to Bike Park Wales, which was a heck of an introduction. And he wasn't really that bothered by it. He's a trail runner. He's a bit of a weirdo, you know. So he was like, I like the trails, but I'd rather just run down them. I'm like, nah, I like just not having to do that much work.
Look at that view.
Look at that view.
Beautiful. Oh, it's so hot as well.
Yeah, very out in the open here. No shelter. No shadows. Pretty sure I said something else doing this. Just waiting for it. I say something about it being clearer, I know that. Like, there's been a clearing. I think it might be coming up at this point in the video. Try and look at the audio wavelengths.
Definitely feels less overgrown than it was last time.
There you are. Wasn't worth it. Wavelengths.
Just look at all that grass they've cut back.
Not wavelengths, waveforms, like the audio, the wave pattern in the editor, you know what I mean. And if you don't worry, it's not that interesting. But yeah, we are actually mercifully, I think, approaching the end of Terry's Bailey. I say I think. I always remember it goes on way longer than you think it's going to go on for. Like, it is a monstrously long trail. It is pretty brutal. Not difficult. It's more of an endurance test. It is a test of like navigating a bike trail. Nice little pumps there though to keep your speed. But yeah, do you like this sort of video? I think generally when I do these sort of commentaries over mountain bike videos and sort of letting myself interrupt myself, like when I'm talking, people seem to respond well to this style. I mean, I know it's not very well produced. I go on these like trips to bike parks first and foremost to have fun. I'm sorry, and the video is sort of secondary. That's why I don't put too much effort into commentating on the fly, because I'm really just concentrating and trying to do the trails in a fun way. But I'd be darned if I don't get some content out of it. So, you know, here you go.
Should we go and get some sick photos then?
Teleport back to the top.
Right, what is it, Wibbly Wobbly, yeah?
Yeah, it's really
Think so.
Is it Pandora into Wibbly Wobbly?
No, Pandora's over there. No, it's Wibbly Wobbly and then into Rimdinger.
Yeah, the photographer had moved to a red trail, and I wanted another photo.
Has anyone done Wibbly Wobbly? I've never done Wibbly Wobbly before.
No, I don't think I have.
Johnny, have you done Wibbly Wobbly?
Are you doing Wibbly Wobbly?
I'll do Wibbly Wobbly.
Yeah, I'll do a blue with Tom.
Alright. Is there a blue that meets up with Wibbly Wobbly? I think Wibbly Wobbly and Rimdinger are basically just down to the visitor centre with nothing. Yeah. Does it, Johnny? Does Rimdinger end up alongside a blue?
I'm not sure.
We'll just meet by the visitor centre. It's probably easiest.
Or the uplift.
They both come out by the visitor centre.
Okay.
I want to get some water after this one anyway. Cool. If you would be happy with that. Sick, where'd he go? Is he already up there? I might have a look at the qualifier for Wibbly Wobbly. You know, Wibbly Wobbly is just like a little, like, almost like a rolling drop, really. It's tiny, it doesn't look like that much. Can I see? Yeah. Oh, hang on, they're coming up. They're coming up.
Fine.
Oh, it's fine, yeah, it's nothing. They just look horrible because you can't see can't see anything. Well, there's people coming up.
Coming down Wibbly Wobbly. I think they're going.
They're doing a blue.
Are they?
There's people coming up. Yeah, but there's people coming up.
Where?
They were coming up Wibbly Wobbly. They're not anymore.
Let's go.
I'm pointing the wrong direction. Yeah. Whoop.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did a chain ring bash, just I didn't do a very good job on the drop, but I survived. So here we are, onto Wibbly Wobbly, and I ended up really liking this trail. Again, I would like to do it again, now I know what it is. Doing the red trails blind is always a little bit scary, because you know there is potentially going to be, you know, unavoidable drops and jumps, and so I was taking it a bit more tentatively. Like doing the blues blind, no problem, because you know it's just going to be flow, and you know, big turns. There's going to be no drops that will sneak up on you. Don't know what I was doing there. No drops to sneak up on you, no sudden surprise jumps. So yeah, a lot more relaxing. The reds, a bit more cautious the first time. Right now I watch it back, it looks fine. It looks like way not as bad as it did. By the way, I'm doing quite well on these drops, but I was looking out for the photographer because I wanted a good photo. Oh, here we go.
Right.
This is the moment. It kind of went a bit wrong. Yeah, there you go. Just to prove you guys I can do drops. I hit those ones all right, but then on that one I sort of saw the photographer and I was like, oh, I need to do something cool, and then I didn't realise how close I was to the drop, and I didn't really pump in time, and then I ended up just nose diving off it. But it was fine. Got a photo out of it. But yeah, kind of definitely could have done that one a bit better.
My arms.
Oh yeah, this is when my arms were starting to really start hurting, hence that exclamation about my arms. A little drop. Yeah, I need to maybe start lifting or something to get that arm stamina when it comes to riding. My arms were getting very achy at this point.
Mate, the only drop I fucked up was the one with the camera. I was like, oh, it's the camera.
I didn't look at him at all because I was just too focused on what I was doing. I was just like, nah, you can go do one, mate.
I was like, there's the camera. Oh, there's a drop.
Well, nice. Mate, there's no.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're doing well good.
I just feel like I'm not doing it right.
Mate, you're still alive and you're upright. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, smashing it. That's well good. That was sick.
Yeah, that was me talking about how I still don't feel like I know what I'm doing when it comes to drops. Because you might have seen me talking to Dom earlier in this video. Oh,
No one saw that.
little skid, foot down. Yeah, like all the videos talk about, you know, shifting your weight and dropping your heels and all that, and like doing all this. And you need to do all of that stuff to be clear. But like when I'm doing the drop, I have all of that running through my head at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And they're trying to do all of that in a split second before a drop that you didn't see until 3 seconds earlier. And it's just too much. So now, like, I've got into the habit of riding with my heels pointing downward so that I shouldn't be having them, you know, having toes pointed downward at the drop. So now I'm just sort of thinking, like, if I just pop up, the bike will just do the rest. Like, I've watched other people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, crashed into a tree just there.
I've crashed into a tree. Yeah, I know.
I'm terrible at threading the needle on bike trails. It's so bad. Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I can't just start here. So I just quickly ran down that little ramp, and then we can start again. Where was I? Oh, I don't know. So I was talking something about drops, wasn't I? This is the main channel video. I'm not going to rewind and check. You know, this is we're gonna press on. We're gonna press on. So if anyone wants to give me free mountain bike coaching, you know, let me know. Hit me up. I've had some coaching from Jay Williamson, to be fair. Big shout out. It's not great timing, is it? 32 minutes into the video. Close to 33 minutes, in fact. But Jay Williamson at Gorton Gravity Hub. Jay Williamson mountain bike coaching. I paid for like I think it was like a couple of hours, one-on-one tutoring, and that made a world of difference to my mountain biking. So I'm thinking about going back to him at some point saying, look, can you just teach me how to do drops? Like, just to put my mind at ease. And to be fair, that is what we worked on a lot the last time, but a lot of it was just trying to get my core skills up, like making sure I can manual and like lift the back wheel up and stuff. I still can't do either of those things, but I now know like how to do them. Like I know how to do it, I just can't do it, if that makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense. Again, this is quite, are we still on Wibbly Wobbly? I think we are, aren't we? I didn't see another car. Oh yeah, we're going to do another trail soon. I think Wibbly Wobbly is a techie red, but it has been fairly, I mean, this is kind of technical, I guess. I don't know, it's probably a bit of both, isn't it? Gosh, look at those views. Beautiful place, Bike Park Wales. I want to do Forest of Dean at some point. That's going to be maybe in the next trip, or Windhill, or maybe just like one of the ones in Cornwall, like Old Hill, I think is the name of it. I don't know. Oh, there's one in Exeter as well, Exeter Bike Park. I have to just check them all out. Maybe go on some drives. And here we are, coming to the end of this particular trail. So I'll just be quiet and you can hear real map, not fake map.
Oh my god. My arms are a fucking mess.
Yeah, I imagine. So is it rimding up here?
There's only like one trail nearby, so I'm guessing that must be it.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh man, the qualifier looks pretty easy on video. It looks much worse in person.
Mate, this looks quite dodgy. Oh, fine. Oh, my arms again.
Yeah, so I had no problems doing the qualifier. Rim dinger, as the name might imply, quite rough, you know, might ding your rim, so to speak. That's not an innuendo, I hope. Yeah, it's a bit of a rocky one, bit rough, bit bouncy. Not ideal if your arms are in a lot of pain, like mine were at this stage in the ride. Although I still haven't done Merthyr Rocks the second time. Oh.
Man, not that one.
Yeah. That's the thing, I'm going really slowly here, not because I couldn't go any faster, but because literally it was just too painful. My arms just like, I guess, seized up. I really need to like maybe work out or do some exercises. Are there any exercises that you can do as a mountain biker to stop your arms aching after 3/4 of a day of riding? I guess I'm just using muscle groups I don't normally use. It's just like, this is like so bad. You watch trail videos of rim dinger on YouTube and it's like, looks really fast, like they're just, this is a big straight, they just go brrr, and then there's me just like huffing and puffing over each individual rock.
Oh, I hate rocks.
I don't even have a hardtail, I've got no excuse.
Oh, my arms are in so much pain.
Come on, pass smart, you can power through it. See, I'm giving motivational tips now to me in the past. You never know if a space-time continuum, you know, rip, it's just gonna occur. You don't know when you're gonna just choke on nothing again mid-sentence, it seems. Let's just try that one again. You never know if a space-time continuum rip is gonna occur, so always give motivational tips to your past self. As I struggle and groan through this little rock garden just here. I think this is coming towards the end of the trail now.
Oh, I'm in so much pain. Mate, my arms. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't do the final red bit of rim dinger, I just did the blue that runs alongside. I'm like, I just want to relax, not go anything rough for a bit.
I had a Commercell my first full sus.
Mate, that was rough.
See, I didn't think you guys would want to see the blue I did. And anyway, we're actually on day 2 now. The other trails we did were just repeats of ones I've already shown, aside from the ones I've not shown in full just yet.
What was it? Melted Welly?
Yeah, Melted Welly, then off peak, not off route, whatever it is, yeah, off grid. And then Fforest Bump.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the ones I haven't showed you in full so far, we're going to do that.
Well, you want to just go straight in?
We're going to do that.
Well,
Yeah, unless there's a queue, we'll just hang back.
We'll do that on this day, day 2. So you'll see any of the trails that I cut up earlier.
Straight in, mate.
You'll see them in full. I think I got away with that, talking in between myself. If that makes sense. So we're going to do Melted Welly again. We're not going to do it in full though, so maybe I should have shown it in full.
One seat down, here we go.
Should have done it the first time. But, you know, it's not the most exciting trail. And the first time we did it, it literally was the first bit of riding I'd done in weeks. So it was slow and not very interesting to watch.
Mate, he's so fast.
Yeah, Ollie's like a little gazelle on that bike. It's only like a little 27.5 inch wheel as well. So you think, like, I'm obviously on a 29er. So you think the 29er would just roll faster. And I guess it would in the right hands. But just the nimble, the agility of Ollie on that bike just outclasses me on trails like this.
A little pump.
On techie trails I have him, but on flow I've got no chance.
Get some speed pumped out of these. In the air.
I said in the air, by the way, if you couldn't hear. And here we are, diving into off-grid.
Off route, here we go. Not off route, off grid.
So off-grid is a techie trail now, so you can see how it contrasts to the flow of Melted Welly.
Oh mate, this techie trail is hurting my hands.
Yeah, different day, still in pain though.
Through the needle.
But it was fun, it's a fun little techie trail. It's definitely an easier one than Merthyr Rocks. So if you want to get used to tech at Bipop Wales, this is a good one to go for. The other good, easy, techie one comes immediately afterwards. It's called Fforest Bump. We're doing that next.
Oh, little rock roll.
We're doing that next. See, by day 2 I was more confident, I was talking more. So it makes my job a bit more difficult because I've got to try and commentate while also not talking over myself. Like, I think I'm going to talk now, maybe. Yeah, I'm just making noises now, you see.
And that's the end.
Yeah, and that's the end. Gosh, I hope this video turns out okay.
Ready?
And here we go into Fforest Bump. I don't know the meaning behind any of the trail names, by the way. Maybe I should look it up.
Oh, I'm in the wrong gear.
I don't know why it's called Fforest Bump and why Forest is spelt with 2 F's. Like, obviously it's a tribute to Forrest Gump. That's all I got. He choked up again. I'm gonna have a sip of water. Didn't pause there. I thought I'd just let you soak in the ambiance of Fforest Bump while I had my sip of water just then. And me spluttering up that climb.
Yes, now.
Kind of. You can sort of hear the tyres leave the ground and hit them right. I think, hopefully. Definitely on later trails. You can see on the blues there are little drops that you can use as drop-offs if you want, but you can totally just roll them or even go around them. A lot of them. I don't think you can really go around that one, but again, it's no different than just dropping off a big curb.
Oh, feeling this in my thighs.
Ooh, I've moved on to talking about my thighs, not just my hands and arms. See, I'm growing as a person, you see. I'm evolving my my in-ride commentary skills. I might try and just do a ride at some point and just talk the entire time. Like you watch like a Sam Pilgrim video or a single trap sampler. Well, I think he does do post-ride commentaries. Maybe that's a bad example, but yeah. Try to talk while I do the trail would be a good skill to get.
You go first, go on. Catch you crashing on camera.
Yes.
I'll give you a couple of seconds.
So roller disco is a fast trail.
Let's go. So I always nearly nosedive over everything when my back wheel leaves the ground. So try not to do that. Get a big OTB over the bars.
Look at that commentary skillage right there. Yeah, this is the one of the ones I didn't show in full earlier. You're now going to get to see it in full.
Really push your bike away from you.
I interrupted myself.
Which I'm not very good at doing.
I interrupted myself again. But I said you've got to really push your bike away from you. I'm going to not talk for the rest of this trail because I think I did talk quite a lot.
I love it, it's like a little roller coaster. Big views coming up. In the video, not on the video. Second channel video, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, look at that. Even managing to crack jokes on the fly. Those last little pumps, by the way, you do pick up quite a lot of speed. So if you're not careful, your back wheel really can fly up.
Whoa, so much speed. I think it will look really slow on camera. I bet. Always does, annoyingly.
See, I think, bike content on this channel should get better as I evolve. But I'd already shown you that part of the trail, hadn't I? Because you saw that earlier. So again, we can just do some crossfades along till we get to the tunnel's coming up. That's hot on Ollie's tail though. Try not to let him get away from me like he always normally does. Maybe this is a precursor. I'm trying to go faster than maybe I'm used to. Hopefully I don't crash later. Foreshadowing. Oh, listen to those brakes. I think my brakes might need replacing. Although I did check, they weren't really that worn down. Is that because they're getting hot, maybe? I don't know.
Whew. I think my brakes are heating up.
Yeah, so when you're in front, you do feel a bit of pressure to go fast. Maybe faster than you're potentially comfortable with, because you feel like I can't keep the group up. And I'm going first on this particular trail. Hopefully I don't go too fast and crash. Spoiler alert, now I've spoiled the surprise. But when's it going to happen? I'll have to just keep you guys in suspense. I might just not talk for this bit now to really add to the drama, the tension. When's it going to happen? Oh, and Mum, if you're watching this video, just skip forward like a few minutes,
Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. I'm okay. Oh. Cheers, mate. Whew. Got a bit carried away there.
Yeah.
I was like, right, I'm in my element now. Look at my fucking handlebars. I'm gonna go to that bit.
Yeah, you might not be going down like that.
Oh, on the blue as well. Did you see me?
No.
Oh mate, it was such
Heard
good.
you.
So much danger has just taken place. I had to one up Tom, you know.
Oh, definitely.
Can't be having him.
That.
Can't be having him have the biggest crash.
Yeah.
Do it. I will go somewhat tentatively.
Yeah, good idea.
I'm completely the wrong gear to get going. So nice and steady. Only got 12 hours left of my SD card. Oh mate, it's open. Let's see if the photographer's still there. Just go straight on, let's go. Let's not waste any time. I've got a sinking feeling that it was closed because the photographer was moving out, but...
So yeah, that was my big crash. I did go back to the visitor centre, just tried pedaling around the car park to make sure all the gears worked and all that, and it was safe to ride, and my non-mechanic brain said it was. So now I'm going to show you Sixtapod, my favourite trail at Bike Park Wales. Surfin Bird's probably a close second. I did like this trail, so I'm going to let you enjoy it in its full.
Oh, a little jump.
It's great because it's got loads of little jumps, but you don't have to jump. So it's a good way of like practicing, you know, jumps and getting some air off drops and like ramps and stuff. So yeah, I think both me and Ollie were getting a few little jumps in and hops in. I thought I talked more in this part. That's why I was being quiet, but yeah. Love that sound. I love the sound where it just, I've said it before now, but I love the sound where the rolling rubber just stops and then poof, carries on when you land. Great. I wasn't really going as fast as I might normally have done. I think it did knock some of my confidence, that crash. It was quite a funny crash. Like I didn't half-arse it, you know. I went all out. When it came to crash, I ended up in a blooming tree. I wish Ollie had a GoPro. I'd love to see what his view was like when he came around the corner and just saw me like in a tree with my bike just like twisted around my legs with handlebars pointing the wrong direction. Yeah, this part's one of my favourite parts of Sixtapod. There's a nice little descent with a few little rocky like kicks. I think that's this bit anyway. It does all look kind of the same, doesn't it? These like young trees. I'm pretty sure it's this bit after this corner. Let's just wait and see. We did so well with the weather though. Like Wales, obviously, South Wales, so definitely better than North Wales, but you still like a bit of risk of rain. But yeah, weather was stunning all weekend. There's one of the little drops. Here's another one. I think there's one more. Or maybe there isn't. And we just carry straight on into the woods and literally the temperature drop. Just feel it. Or maybe there's another jump coming up. Pretty sure I say something around this point. That's all I did. Thing is now, because I'm getting air, like the rolling rubber sound cuts out and then resumes. So on the audio waveforms, that looks like a voice, if that makes sense. But it's not. So yeah, that's why it's like difficult for me to commentate over this video without interrupting myself and just, I guess, have a cohesive commentary.
A little jump.
Nah,
fucked it up.
I said something and I talked over it. Oh gosh. Well, we're 50 minutes in. Only the die-hard fans are still here at this point. So you guys have seen my Adventure Woods series, right? You know what happens to my commentaries that are, for videos that are of this length.
Jump. Jump.
Just saying the word jump. Oh, that's a good one. Wasn't that great, was it? But yeah, Sixtapod is just, it doesn't look very fast on video, it never does.
Mate, my legs are flagging.
But it's a fast trail. If you want to do a fast flowy trail to like, even just as a warm up, you know, it is Sixtapod, top recommendation from me.
Mate, my legs are flagging. Oh. Whew.
So yeah, we were hoping to get a photo, because Ollie hadn't got a photo yet. And there was a photographer on Sixtapod in the morning, but this was like 10 past 12. So technically not the morning anymore. We were hoping that maybe the photographer would still be there. Alas, the photographer was not. So we didn't get a photo this time around. But yeah, maybe the photos I got, like when I got photos, I'll use one of them as the thumbnail for this video. And maybe I'll use the other one, because I got two, didn't I? I got one on the red, one on the blue. I'll use one of the photos for the thumb of this video, and one of the photos for the thumb of the video I've done without commentary. I did mention that, right? That I was doing a version of this with no commentary on it. This is a terrible time to mention that, if you wanted to just watch this without commentary from the get-go. But yeah, that's you can close this video now. I mean, obviously like the video first and subscribe to my main channel and my second channel. And then you can click the link in the description and just watch that. Now it's on to Willy Waver. Is this the final trail? I think. No, we do one more trail after this. I mean, we don't. I think we ended up doing like Sixtapod again, and then another one that you guys have seen, but I didn't set the fastest time on Strava, so I didn't bother showing it. So for you guys, there's going to be one more trail, and it is one of my favourite trails. That's Merthyr Rocks. It's probably my favourite techie trail at Bike Park Wales, and it was my fastest time I've ever set. I've done the trail 4 times in my life. This was the fastest by, I think, like a big margin, like 15 seconds, which is obviously, you know, massive for mountain bike times. But why am I talking about that now when we're not on that trail yet? Goodness only knows. Yeah, Willy Waver, I always forget, is a really fun trail. I guess I just remember it having a funny name, and then I remember nothing about the actual trail itself. But yeah, Willy Waver is definitely the one to follow from Sixtapod if you want to get a nice, fast, flowy blue. Because that's exactly what this trail is. Just weaving through the berms. My breathing on the GoPro as we descend. It's like it's hard to think of like things to talk about continuously, because we are effectively just watching the same thing over and over, right? Just like cruising down single track. But maybe I hope my commentary has been insightful. You guys get a sense of not only what my eyes can see, but what my body can feel. And that is pains everywhere. My legs, my arms, my hands, mostly my arms. I think most people find that it's their hands that give out first. For me, my hands obviously, they ache. But it's definitely the forearms especially that just really start to not enjoy things. So why did I do Merthyr Rocks again? Well, that's a good question. I don't know either.
Let's do Merthyr.
Let's do
There
Merthyr
we
Rocks. Shall I go first? This is where having a 29er helps a little bit, because you can just roll everything.
So this is a good study in like the advantages.
I immediately regret this decision.
This is a good study in the difference between a 29-inch wheel and a 27.5-inch wheel. You just go so fast over the rock gardens. But we figured like this is our last trail of the our last trail of the weekend. Doesn't matter if we're in pain, because we're not going to be doing any more after this. So let's just go all out, do Merthyr Rocks. I think I'm just going to let this one play out.
Oh, missed that drop.
I think I'm just going to let this one play out without commentary, because I obviously keep talking, don't I?
Oh. Oh, here's the fun bit. Oh, so much pain. Oh, everything hurts. Oh, final rock garden. Oh, so horrible. Oh, and we're out.
There we are, finished Merthyr Rocks and the final trail. I mean, we did like a blue down to the trail centre, obviously, but you guys have seen me do that blue earlier in this video, so I won't bore you. You've already managed to stick around for 56 minutes almost. What a waste! What a waste of everyone's time. But I hope you've enjoyed it. I mean, hopefully you have if you managed to stick around this long, listen to my ramblings.
The power of the 29er right there. Just bulldoze over everything. Wasn't without a lot of pain and suffering though.
It is fun just like ploughing over rock gardens and just hoping you don't fall off. But yeah, that's the end of our little trip to Bike Park Wales video. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed filming all of this.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. My bike was a nuke-proof reactor, by the way. I feel like I should have said that earlier. Okay, bye.